Hey everyone, welcome to the Rockstar podcast. I'm Greg, and today I am joined by Sebastian Conrad, who has just run his first Hyrox race in Stuttgart, finishing third. I wanted to get him on. There was a lot of excitement before the race that he was appearing. There was a lot of talk about what he's done in his running career and so on. So I thought I'd get him on, talk about that, introduce him to everyone, see what he thought of the race, and see how things are. So welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot. Nice to be here.
So how did you enjoy the race on Saturday?
Yeah, I love the atmosphere there and was only focusing on doing my own race, but asked me today and I feel a lot worse. I can barely walk today, so it's really painful.
Okay. All right. If we before we talk more about the race and so on, can we talk a bit about your background and
Yeah, sure.
where you've come from? So you're a runner, really, right?
It's a long story, but for example, in my younger days, just played football, basketball, and just doing ball sports. And when I was studying in Denmark in 2012, started there. I went to the athletics, doing some running, and I also did my first marathon in 2009. Tried out that, so did a little bit of everything, and I always knew I was a good runner, especially for long distances. And then after studying in Denmark, I went to Spain. So still doing running a bit, but I was introduced to OCR as well. So I did lots of Spartan races and normal obstacle course racing. So was a little bit more fun because it was the adrenaline. And but did my last one. My last obstacle race was like in 2019 with the Ultra World Championship for Spartan. And then you got the COVID. And I moved to Norway. So since then, I'm not doing really any obstacle course racing. And then it's just been running because I work a lot aside and to get a good day and like use your time best as possible. It's good with running because you only have 24 hours a day. So that's like the background story. And then now it's possible to go to other countries again, traveling. So then I was thinking, spoke to a guy who were going to Hyrox, and I looked at how the things were built up for the competition, and I thought, okay, this could be good for me as well. So then I just thought I would join. So I don't regret, and that was really fun. So that's a
Okay.
little bit about my background. A lot of running, but also obstacle course racing for a period.
Okay, cool. So can we talk a bit about there was a few messages flying around on Friday and Saturday before the race about there's this guy and he's 95 kilograms and he's run a 108 half marathon and things like that. Can we? And I think it was getting exaggerated with every message that I saw. But can we talk a bit about what you have done, what your numbers are? Is it 108 half marathon accurate?
Yeah, I always been the heavy runner, but during training and during the years I improved a lot. So in 2021 I did 1758 in Oslo for half marathon, Norwegian championship, and then just since the last couple of years it's been more running. I improved my results there as well. So it's like if you take my weight first, it's like it's not 95, but it's like around 86 till 90, depends on the day. That's true. And For example, last year I did 31:10 on 10 kilometers. I won the Norwegian championship for 100K, and I got fourth place in the world championship for 100K. So like was really good times. And 3 weeks after the 100K World Championship. I got silver in the Norwegian Championship for marathon. So it was like a good period last year. So the running has really improved, and last season was my best season so far. So it's like always been that curve that's going has increased. So it has been
Nice.
really fun.
So that
That's
that
like
100,
my results.
yeah, that 100K was sub 4 minute per kilometer pace, right?
Yeah, 3:47.
Okay,
So like
okay,
10K in somebody were looking at it. It was like 10K in 37:54, 10 times in a row. So was was
not
a
bad.
but actually I'm more crushed in my legs today than after 100K. So
Really.
that says something about the muscular thing in Hyrox actually.
Yeah.
So
And
what you are
so you,
training for, you will gain. Yeah, and you have to do some specific training as well.
yeah. So you'd not done any for Hyrox, really?
Yeah, if you look at the workouts for Hyrox, I for some years ago, like in my younger days, I did some strength training as well. Not that much the last couple of years, but I did some rowing. We go skiing, cross country skiing, so the ski erg is not no problem. But like wall balls, never done in my whole life. The sleds, never tried before. So I was only trying the sled one time, like 10 minutes before the race was starting. So it's like I've not done any specific training. And burpees, I have not done burpees since the Ultra World Championship in Sweden, but in 2019, no burpees since then. So I was not really prepared, can you say? So I just
No.
did everything, and sometimes it's also good to not know what you are going into. But like I think I got really tired from I never trained lunges as well. So like the burpees, the lunges, and the wall balls really killed my muscular fibers. So that really got me tired. The other things that I like, everybody was saying the sleds were going to be really hard. On the sled pull, I was thinking, okay, I'll learn a lot during the 50 meters that I will improve a lot next time. But everything else went really well. I was trying just to calm down, but when I've never trained specifically on the wall balls, the burpees, and the lunges, it really crushed my legs in the end. And I never trained the shoulders as well. That got really bad in the wall balls. So that's just some specific training. I've not done anything of it before this race. So I think it's possible to improve a few minutes at least. So several minutes actually.
Yeah, yeah. It's you might not realise, but up to the burpee broad jumps, which I appreciate isn't that far into the race, but you were actually like it was world record pace. It was fairly aligned with where Hunter was at that point in the race when he set the world record. So you got through the sleds very well in reality.
Yeah, I was thinking, and I was always thinking, you are racing for 1 hour. Like, so I was not running too fast. I could have been running a lot faster if I wanted, but I wanted always to. I felt always that my running, I was resting during the running, so I was more prepared for the next workout. But since I didn't have any specific training for the lunges and the burpees, it didn't went that well. So it not even if it was really slow, I think for if you compare it to the other workouts, it also took me in the muscular thing. So it was the cardio workouts went really well, but everything else was done really hard again, and then takes your energy. So I can improve a lot on the time, but also saving a lot of energy by doing it faster and more effectively.
Yeah. And the technique as well on the burpee broad jumps is fairly unique. That's like understanding the standards, how to do
Yeah.
it. It's not a fitness thing, I suspect, for you. Like there's over a minute to save for you, just probably understanding the technique, right?
Yeah, by just practicing and doing the technique, I was really scared for not getting a no rep, and like I was always asking, is this okay? Yeah, and so it went a lot of energy and time for that workout. So after that, I got a little bit more tired, but it went really well. The rowing, I was thinking, okay, I was thinking I was resting there as well, but I was looking on the other guys. They were really slowing down there, so I was really surprised on that. Maybe a
Mhm.
little bit defense thinking on that one, because I saw the guy who won, he had like the resistance on 4 or 5 and just chilling around. I got him with 20 seconds or something. I was really surprised because I did the resistance 8 and I didn't do it that fast neither. I was saving energy there as well. So got a little bit surprised, but maybe that's also the clever thing to do. So that's a little bit of the tactical thing that got me a little bit more excited as well.
Yeah. It is often a point in the race where like you don't necessarily get the seconds back from the like putting more energy into the machine. Like there's a trade-off at the end of the day at some point, right? Where it's just like, is it worth me going 10 seconds quicker on this machine to like absolutely ruin myself?
Yeah.
But yeah,
And if you can save that for the wall balls, okay, yeah.
yeah,
Everything
yeah.
that I got into earlier, those seconds were nothing in the wall balls in the end. So it was really, but I think that's a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to learn it by doing it. You can't just train specifically wall balls. It will be an easy workout just doing it only the wall balls, but in the race, in the end of the race, it's something totally different.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you want to make the really, really great times, you can't. I don't think you can do like resistance 5 in the rowing machine. I think you have to do at least 7, 8, and do those 20 seconds faster. And but then I'm always talking about a lot faster than 59 and 58 minutes. But
Yeah.
I think that's possible to do like 55 minutes. I think it's possible.
So you think that's within your reach? Yeah, like the world record is around 55-minute mark. You think that's doable?
Yeah, for sure. But you need to train specifically on it. And I don't know when Hunter did it. How was the running course actually? Because it's it depends really on the course. Because here you had for every 1 kilometer you had 11 90 degrees turns. It
Yeah,
takes a lot of the pace.
yeah. That's a huge factor, really. When
Yeah,
when you're talking about world records and things. I mean, I ran in Manchester last week, and that was the first time I'd done 3 laps per kilometre compared
yeah,
to the normal 2, and
yeah,
it just does make a difference, you know.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I must admit, I'm not sure what Hunter did it in Dallas, and I'm not sure how many laps they had to do there. But yeah, it's a factor for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
really, because you save a lot of energy as well, and it was a lot of people there as well, so you have to always get past them. So it was some things that could have done like if it would have been 2 laps, I think it would have been a sub 60 for sure,
okay,
because
I
you
should
lose
have
that
said
much
actually.
time.
Should have said for people listening this. You did a 101 right on Saturday. Are you gonna give it some focus and specificity and so on?
Yeah, I want to try it again for sure, but I don't know when. It's like my day. I will move up to northern Norway in April, so a lot of energy goes into there and starting in a new job. And I'm studying aside as well, so it's like really lots of things I want to do. But and then I want to do the running as well, and then it's like traveling because we don't have any Hyrox in Norway, so you need to travel to other countries, and then you need to find the right race to do it as well. But for sure, but next time I will do some specific training because I don't. For the first, I think I can improve a lot on the time by doing it, and I don't want to feel as bad as I do today again. So that's two really huge things to think about.
Okay, all right. Are you? we just talked about like the world record, which is held by Hunter McIntyre. Is it right that you've beaten him over a marathon distance? Do you know?
We have never been running against each other, but for 2 years ago, he was talking about on Instagram about doing a marathon as the fastest guy on 200 pounds weighing his weight. And I was thinking, okay, it was during the COVID. I had a lot of time, so I made on the Instagram like a project, just 100 kilo marathon running. So I took my weight was then 86. I took a weight vest on 14 kilos, and then I did a marathon on 244. So like 100 kilo guy. So just for fun, trying out. So, and I think that's 220 pounds again. So that's the only way we have competed against each other. But
Okay.
I was just doing it for fun to look how was it as a little bit project for myself.
Yeah, and that was quicker than his time, was it?
I don't know what his time is actually,
Okay.
but that's why I was asking about his course for the Hyrox world record, because I think it was really fast, but I think I should be a lot faster. And it's just a huge respect for him. But he's like, you can have. I've been thinking about the Hyrox. You can have a little bit of different athletes doing it, and you can have some weaknesses. And he's good at everything, but he's the really strong guy running okay. And I'm the not that strong guy as him, but I'm running then really good compared to him. So I should gain a lot of time, but he did a really fast time on that course when he did the world record as well. So that's why I'm a little bit wondering, because it depends a lot on the course. But because I was thinking I was doing an okay, decent run on Saturday.
Yeah, it depends on the course, but also like how much does the lunges take out of your subsequent
Yeah,
runs and things like that as well. You know, there's
yeah, sure.
that balancing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, it's really good to talk. Just one question with your amazing run times. What sort of running volume are you putting in every week at the moment, training wise?
And then you're asking about my philosophy in training. I'm during the winter now. I'm like more. I do a lot of running, but only interval training. So normally twice a week, Monday or Wednesday or Tuesday, Thursday, I do like double threshold sessions for running on the treadmill because it's a lot of snow and ice in Norway, and then it's like 8 to 10K with threshold pace, morning and afternoon, and then we're working at my job between. And then I do a longer interval session in the weekends, one longer session, and then everything else doesn't matter for me. So I do a lot of cross country skiing. I hope to do a little bit of ski mountaineering now as well. So everything else except of the threshold training is just to be ready for the next intervals. So it's really slow pace and it doesn't have to be running. So for the moment, I'm not running more than maybe 60 to 80K during a week, but that's almost 80% threshold pace. So, and then maybe some uh, nice and easy runs as well. But then I rather go skiing as well. So depends. So that's my philosophy. So it's not that much running in total, but it's a lot of cardio in total.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, thank you for this. I appreciate it. It'd be interesting to see what you can do if you race again and when you race again.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere you want people to go to follow you on Instagram?
Yeah. It's I do Seb Conrad on Instagram, so that's always nice. I try to ask no respond on questions when I got time. So I always like to chat with new people. And I have to thank you because you gave me really good advices before the race as well. So that's you can that's a good thing with social media. You can communicate with people there that has the knowledge that I didn't have at all. So thanks to you for that.
No worries at all. All right, well, thanks for joining us, and hopefully talk to you again soon. Right.
Yeah.
Take care,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.